Effective urban hygiene and waste disposal systems are essential elements in determining a decent quality of life for citizens. The AMIA project was designed in accordance with the latest trends in environmental management and utilizes state-of-the-art techniques, equipment, and systems that conform to the most recent EU guidelines on waste disposal. These guidelines state that waste should be disposed of without exposing the water, air, soil, flora, or fauna to additional risks, without producing excessive noise or unpleasant odors, without damaging the countryside or places of special interest, as per the prescriptions of Article 2 of the Italian Legislative Decree No. 22, 1997. The AMIA project is an endeavor to manage industrial waste disposal systems that allow for the recovery of waste, its reutilization and transformation, and the elimination of hazardous and non-recoverable elements. Those responsible for the design of the initiative are acutely aware of the need to involve citizens as much as possible at the collection stage. For this reason, the project encompasses the implementation of integrated awareness-raising and educational campaigns delivered through schools and other institutions, and also through interviews conducted directly with users of the waste disposal service. The separation of different types of waste is then a crucial part of the process, and to make it easier for citizens to separate their waste before collection, the project recommends the use of a dual container with contrasting colors to indicate the parts for both organic waste, which includes food waste and garden refuse, and for inorganic waste, paper, plastics, glass, metal, etc. In this way, the sorting and reutilization of recyclable materials in special facilities is very much facilitated, and moreover, it also makes it possible to use the organic waste for agricultural purposes once it has been treated at a composting plant. The use of dual containers, albeit larger than the domestic model, is also recommended for hotels, restaurants, and commercial premises such as markets in which vegetables and fish are sold. Collection of waste from commercial users will be carried out on-site through the placement of the containers outside the premises at pre-arranged times, which can even be arranged directly by telephone with the disposal vehicle. The logistics, transport of materials, and cleaning of the containers are orchestrated in such a way as to minimize collection times and the distance covered by the vehicles. When necessary, collections may be carried out by different types of vehicle. For example, some with cranes or compactors used for underground containers. And for containers located in the streets, other vehicles with dual-chamber compactors are used. One chamber for dry waste, another for non-dry. These vehicles do not transport the collected waste directly to the treatment plants. That task is carried out by a dedicated 73 cubic meter maxi compactors with a capacity of 33 tons, to which the waste will be transferred at a special facility located on the outskirts of the city. Priority is given to the separate collection of hazardous waste due to the potential dangers posed by waste of this type. Hazardous waste contains dangerous chemicals, occasionally airborne, that can contaminate large areas. Although they dissolve in small quantities of water, they can stick to organic particles and sediment. This causes fish in the area to register levels of the dangerous chemicals that are thousands of times higher than the water itself. In addition to these contamination risks, it is also essential that the hazardous chemicals do not enter the production cycle of compost intended for agricultural use. The task of dealing with hazardous waste will be entrusted to a working group responsible for distributing the containers by way of businesses that resell and/or repair them, and for the subsequent collection of the waste using special vehicles. To minimize the problem of dumping large items of household waste, a direct collection service at the user's home will be initiated. Each user will be entitled to use the service up to once per month through an agreement with the operations center, and there will be no limits on the use of depositing all types of urban waste at the so-called ecological islands that will be equipped with dedicated containers and compactors. The sweeping of roads and the cleaning of public areas, including marketplaces, will also be facilitated through the use of equipment that can guarantee maximum hygiene and cleanliness.